It is time now for my strawberry letter for today. And if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your strawberry letter to steveharveyfm.com and click submit strawberry letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this letter right here, right now. You never know. It could be yours.
You never know. It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry letter.
Nephew, thank you. Subject: what would you do in my situation? Dear Stephen Shirley, my wife had a side dude and I'm trying to figure out my next move. She admitted to having sex more than a few times with the guy that she works with. She said it was over and she wanted to come clean. I told her she could keep seeing him because I was done with her. I started sleeping on the sofa in our bedroom and I let her have the bed. Then she started staying out all night and she said she might as well do whatever she wants to do since I didn't want her anymore. For weeks, she begged to have sex with me, but I just couldn't do it. I still can't. She used to yell and scream at me at night, late at night, so our twins quickly caught on to what was going on. She figured since they are 18 and grown in her eyes that they should know what was going on. They sided with me and now they won't speak to their mom. They want her to move out, but I cannot put her out because it would make me look bad. I have a respectable job and the rumors would be bad for me in my professional and personal life. My best friend said that I should forget what people think and move on with my life, but it's not that simple. My wife and I have spent all of our savings on the children and they both got new cars for graduation. I cannot afford to start over. I'm 54 and broke. The twins will be moving out eventually, so I'm holding out until I can move into one of their rooms when they leave. The tension is heavy in the house. So if you were me, would you move out and start over from the bottom or stay in the house? Wow. I mean, there's so much going on in this letter, from your wife cheating to her coming back and then wanting you and saying it was over and it's a guy at the job. Okay. You say you're done though, right? You said you're done. So if you're sure that you're done with this situation, why don't you and your wife get a divorce? I never suggest that to people. That's your own, situation and problem to work out. But in this case, since you're done and she cheated, you can, end this marriage, sell the house. The money that you make off the sale can be split between the two of you, and hopefully it would be enough for you both to start over. You're the one that wants to start over and is done with the wife. The money you make off the house, like I said, can be split. Hopefully you can find something reasonable. You're not alone. I have to tell you that, because most men hate the idea of some side dude sleeping with their wife and being with their wife in any kind of way. And they rarely take their wives back. So you're not alone in that area. Women, on the other hand, are the ones who will forgive their husbands, a lot of the times, not all the time, but they do it at a, more steadily paced than men. I'll just say that. They stay with the husbands usually. It sucks that your wife's cheating has turned your life upside down and messed everything up. It sucks that your children are no longer speaking to her. She's ruined that relationship. This is a mess. And yeah, I do think that you guys probably should split up, make a clean break. You get your own space and she has her own space. Nephew, Tommy?
Started from the bottom. Now I'm here. All right, let's try to break it down. Tommy's gonna try to give you some ready to love approach. How about that? Something that's gonna try to make some sense, if I can. All right, I've been married myself 25 years. So maybe I can help you with just what a normal relationship look like. Ain't no side dude. Ain't no sex a few times with somebody. That ain't out all night hanging out. I don't know where you at. You coming and going like you want to. You ain't in the house acting a fool, begging for sex. You ain't screaming to the top of your lungs in front of the kids. Now they know what's going on. You live in a mess. So you try and hold on. You try not to start from the bottom all over again. Well, you may have to. I think you got to. You're going to have to start somewhere, but you got to put an end to this mess that you're in. You pretty much have decided you don't want this no more. And I agree with you. I wouldn't want this either. I would not want to go another further. So now you sleeping somewhere else. You waiting on one of the kids to leave so you can sleep in that room. Why are we doing all that? Why are we doing all that? As Shirley said, let's get rid of this house. Let's at least have a conversation enough to say, we're going to get rid of this house. Whatever we get, let's just break it down the middle. You go your way, I go my way. That's what you want. But you're also worried about what other people think. And that's your problem. At this point, when everything is broken down to be this bad, it can't be about what everybody else thinks. Probably half the people see what is broken anyway. So quit worrying about that. Worry about how you're going to fix this and how you keep your relationship with your children. That's what's important. How do you take care of yourself? How do you keep your relationship with your two children and make sure that they're straight as they get ready to go off to school and they get ready to start their adulthood? That's what you want to be focused on. As far as her, let's figure out how we can resolve this in a manner where it doesn't explode. It doesn't explode the way she do when she in there trying to have sex and you don't want it no more. Let's just figure out how can we do that. Now, here's a suggestion. Because the last thing you should be wanting is to live in this house. It's too much to happen in this house. All right, this got too many memories in it. You don't want to be here. So, I suggest a nice, they're not going to like it, but let's just start Saturday morning, a nice little garage sale. Just start with one room, just start bringing everything, putting it out on the yard, and we're going to start making a little money so we can start having some coins so we can eventually, in another 2 weeks, we probably going to have the whole living room, dining room out there. We get rid of piece by piece.
All right, nephew. Thank you. Coming up, we'll have part 2 of our responses to this strawberry letter at 23 minutes after. The subject is, what would you do in my situation? We'll talk about it right after this.
Sell her car, too.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Do you ever notice your floors still look dirty even after you mop? Power Mop gives you a deeper clean you can see and feel. Unlike stream mops, Swiffer Power Mop absorbs more dirt and locks it away even in hard to reach places like behind the toilet. The new micro scrubbers deliver thousands of tiny deep cleaning actions for results that look, smell, and feel clean. No more dirty floors. Try the Swiffer Power Mop. Love it or your money back.
It is time now to recap the strawberry letter. The subject is, what would you do in my situation? Man wrote this letter. He said his wife has a side guy, side piece, side dude, and he's trying to figure out his next move. His wife admitted to having sex more than a few times with this guy. It's a guy from work. She said it was over and she wanted to come clean, so she was honest about everything with her husband. Her husband, needless to say, did not like this. He says he is through with his wife, but they're having some financial difficulties because they both used up their savings to buy their twins cars. And so he says he's 54 and broke now, so he doesn't have anywhere to go, basically. He's waiting for the twins to become 18 so he can move into one of their rooms, hopefully. He said the tension is really heavy in the house. If you were me, what would you do? Would you move out or start from the bottom or stay in the house? Meanwhile, his wife is still in the house and she's screaming at him every night to come and have sex with her, but he won't do it because, again,
get in here.
He's done with her. Yeah. Junior, what do you say?
What I say? Like Tommy said, he been married 25 years, and he got a healthy marriage, and that's good. But I'll tell you right now, you can be married 4 years and know this ain't right. You can be married yesterday and know this ain't right.
Right.
I just don't understand this. She came in and confessed she had a side dude.
Yeah.
And she had sex with him a few times. Now, you sitting there listening to this. I don't know what we doing here. We doing way too much. This is way too much what we doing. We be being kind way too much. We bending way too much. We sleeping in different areas in our own home way too much because of a confession that she made that she's sleeping with another guy that's a co-worker. We doing way too much. And so what would I do? I'm not leaving my home. This ain't where y'all having sex at. I'm not leaving, but you finna go. You finna get out.
Wifey.
You finna go. This ain't even healthy. You ain't got to take this. You do not have to take this. This is what you don't understand. You keep talking about what should I do. You're not doing nothing now. You wrote us. So that means she's still in there? You didn't took time to write this letter, but you let her stay. This is what you doing. This is not a great position for you to be in. You're doing way too much. Your kids got to hear this too. Now she's so crazy. She said, they 18, so I might as well go and tell them. And the kids got enough sense to know, well, mama, you wrong. The kids know. So if the kids know, then that means you should just protect your children and say, you are the ones that gonna be, go on over there with your man. Go and be that. Go and be with your side dude. Cause you don't want her no more. You ain't got to have sex with her. It ain't gonna be the same. That's that guilt sex. Like, if I just get him back in this bedroom, I can fix this. I can stay. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't fix this.
Worse.
Now, sex ain't finna fix
worse.
this. It's gonna make it, you'll be in a whole world of hurt after that. So what you do is, since she don't want to leave, let Brenda start coming over. Not your side chick. Brenda, your main chick now.
Oh,
Let her see Brenda.
okay.
Let Brenda come in there. You need somebody who understands you and eye contact that makes statements. That's the woman you need. She don't deserve you and look you dead in your eye.
That's gonna be rough, don't Junior?
She don't deserve you. You better than that. I'm gonna be here for you. See, you need somebody to build you back up. Go, she got somebody, but it ain't gonna be the same though, cause he ain't the same man you are. That's the problem. He ain't even half the man you are.
Wow.
See, that's a cheap way for him to say, I got you. No, you didn't. You freed me is what you did.
Woo.
Cause now I know what I got. Now you know what you got. You got somebody who never appreciated you. Only thing you got good at this whole deal is your kids. You ain't broke, you rich. You got 2 twins. That's who you working for. Man, you don't need her.
Junior?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to question too. We're running short on funds though.
See, that's the issue.
We're running short on funds, but just a recommendation. They twins. Can't we? They pretty much go everywhere together. Can we take one of them cars and they ride together? They ride together.
You may have to. Man, sell one car, Tommy. And you know what's saying? These outfits. Somebody go wear the shirt. Somebody go wear the jeans. Find a different type. You ain't having that. Y'all not gonna look alike for a while. That's all.
Let me ask you guys something though.
Can't.
Go ahead. Did I? Go ahead.
No,
finish it.
you get sure.
I want to ask you guys something as men, because I know this is hard. You know, more women forgive their husbands and take them back when they cheat than men take their wives back when they cheat. Why? What is that? Is it because you guys are so territorial, or what is that about? That men don't usually take their wives back after their wives cheat.
I got you a house. I got you a car. What do you mean? I'm giving you a place. I'm giving you safety. You find it in somebody else that ain't got to do it. Get everything that I built and they got to put in no work. That's where you need to be. That's where you
I don't think a man can get the visual out of his head.
Yeah.
That someone has been with what's his. I don't think a man can get that out of his head.
The territorial
for women who have been able to get it out and go on and
some women, yeah,
some
not
women,
all, but
you
some.
know,
yeah, a lot of them
move on and accept your apology and keep it moving and fix your relationship. I bow down to them. But for men, it's that visual. Not that you saw it, but you're imagining it. You're just not gonna ever get that out of you. It's just not gonna leave your head.
All right, guys.
That's why I don't understand this whole threesome mess. I can't get that out of my. That's like,
all right, leave your comments. Leave your comments on today's Strawberry Letter on Instagram at Steve Harvey FM, and check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app. Coming up next, it is Junior and Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.